Hey, Burke County parents and students. Here are some tips and tricks to help navigate through Google Slides. Tip number 1 is when you open a slide deck used as an assignment, do not click the Present button in the top right corner. If you put the slide deck into present mode, such as this, you won't be able to move the things on the screen. So if your teacher is asking you to slide something or drag something, it won't work. So tip number 1 is do not put it in present mode. Leave it in edit mode. All right, tip number 2 is how to use the zoom tool. So if I'm trying to do this activity right here and I am unsure, I can't really see what I need to see on the screen, I can go over here on the left side to this magnifying glass and I can zoom. I can zoom in so that I could see that apple or whatever I'm working on a little bit better. I see exactly what number 3 is pointing to or number 4 is pointing to. And then if I can't see everything on the screen, if I need to make sure I'm not missing anything, then I can zoom out. And you'll notice over here in the working area, there were more directions. So I'm going to need those directions. I have to zoom out to see. So the magnifying glass will allow you to zoom in or zoom out. And if you choose fit to the window, then you can see the whole thing. Tip number 3. If I am working on a slide and I am trying to put something, this one is in alphabetical order, and I'm dragging my words, and then I accidentally resize something or move it where I don't want it to go. Let's say I accidentally click and type a letter in there. Whatever mistake I made, I can come up to the left-hand corner again and click that backwards pointing arrow, and it will undo what I've done, and I can do it to get right back to where I started. So if you make a mistake, it's okay. Use the backwards pointing arrow in the left-hand corner, upper left-hand corner, and undo your mistake. Tip number 4. If you are trying to access a slide deck, a slide presentation, and you get this box that says you need permission, there are 2 things that you should try. Number 1 is to just make sure that you are signed in with a Burke County email address. So if you're helping your student should be signed in under their Burke County email address. If they're using an email address outside of our county domain, it will deny your access. If that's not the problem, you are signed in and you still get this pop-up screen that says you need permission, please contact the teacher through email or dojo and let them know that you got that message. It may be a problem that the teacher needs to fix on her end first. So don't click request access. Try these 2 steps. Make sure you're signed in to the Burke County email address and then contact the teacher through email or dojo. Tip number 5 is how to drag. If I want to drag these boxes, I have to first click the middle of the box, and you see it changes colors on the edges. And when I drag, I need to drag from the center of the object. So I click and hold down and then drag where I need it to go. Okay, if I click on the outside of the box and try and drag, I'm going to resize it. And it's okay if that happens. Remember to go to the undo button and it'll go back to the way it was. But the best way to drag is to click on the center, hold it down, and then drag where you need to go. And arrows are your best friend. I can click on the center and I can use my arrows to move just a lot easier sometimes than the mouse. So if you click on the center of the object that you want to move and use your arrows, you can move it wherever you need it to go. And that may be a lot easier, especially for young students. So click on the center, use your arrows to move it. All right, tip number 6, how to type in a text box. Okay, here's 2 different text boxes on this assignment. If I was typing to put these words in alphabetical order and I see this text that says type text here, I'm going to click twice to select that text, highlight all of those words, and then type over it what I need to put in it. All right, so let's undo that and look at it one more time. If I have a text box that says type text here, I'm going to double click right where that text is. You can either go to the end and backspace to erase that, or highlight it and erase it, and then simply type in that box. If there is a colored text box like this, double click in the box and then begin typing. Whatever word it is that you would need to put in there. I think I did it backwards, but that's okay. You would type right in that box. Okay, so for a text box, you're going to double click, and if there's words already there, backspace to get those words out. If there is a colored text box with no words, you double click and type right into the box. And the last tip I have for you is tip number 7, adding a text box. All right, if I need to answer this question, what are 3 crops grown in the state of Georgia? And there's nowhere for me to put my answer, I may need to add a text box. So you're going to go back up here to our tools and click on the T tool, and that's for text box. Click it one time, go back to where you need your text box, click and drag. And if it's on a colored background, you may need to change your text color. To change your text color, you come up here to the letter A with the color bar under it. And since I'm writing on a black surface, I'll use a white text. And I know that I can now type straight into the box. And I put my answer into there with a text box. Another simple way to add a text box, let's practice using that back arrow and undo what we've done. You'll see it simply disappears by clicking on that back arrow. I can go into Insert, go to Table, and a 1x1 table, and resize it to fit whatever area I'm in. Click and type. And remember, you have to change the color depending on your background. You go up to the letter A with the color bar under it, click, choose your color, and type. So you can add a text box either with the letter T on the toolbar that stands for text box, or go to Insert, Table, and a 1x1 table is just like a text box, and sometimes a little bit easier to keep from moving around. Those are some quick tips and tricks to navigate Google Slides.